So, to no one's surprise, Uro was banned in Standard. Some people think it's been a long time coming. There is a small faction who don't believe that Uro should have been banned. But either way, now it's banned after 8 months. It's been in Standard. Yeah, February was the release date of Theros Beyond Death, and it took them this long to ban it. Now, they obviously chopped off pieces slowly, like Wilderness Reclamation and stuff like that, from older sets, but it kind of brings up a more broad problem within the ranks of bans. So, if you're thinking about the way that they actually structure their bans and their products, um, so what it seems they do, even this goes all the way back to Modern Horizons, it even was arguably a problem before then. But what they do is they won't ban problematic cards until it's the absolute limit to where it's obvious that it has to be banned. So with Modern Horizons, there was, remember Hodak? Yeah, Hodak, it was a problematic card, but they slowly would ban other things until eventually they were like, okay, fine, we'll ban Hodak. So what happened there is now becoming pretty obvious, because if you are Wizards of the Coast and you just have a new product and you guys hyped it up like crazy, and cards of value pushes the set, right? So if you have a card like, here's a perfect example, Oko from Throne of Eldraine. They'll do everything they can to keep pushing new products, so they'll ban things before they get to the hottest card in that set, right? Which was Oko, and it's same thing as Uro, right? If you think about it, Uro, they waited even longer. You could say, yeah, it wasn't as much of a problem as Oko. Oko was just insane. The fact that they didn't even address that right away, they should never have even printed it, to be honest. Uro, I think, would have been okay if it was printed in something like a Modern Horizons set. Then I think it would be okay. But yeah, in Standard, it was just too powerful. But you're looking at the time limit that it takes for them to actually get to that stage, which to me is clearly just greed. It's corporate greed trying to sell as many boxes as they can. And the funny thing with Uro is that it was in the most underwhelming set, which is Theros Beyond Death. A lot of people just weren't excited for it. But Uro, because it was the only really good card in the set. Well, I mean, there's other good cards, but it's the most valuable card in the set, and it's also a mythic, so it's going to be heavily pushed to sell more product, like draft booster boxes. Now, the value of a draft booster box is going to drop significantly, because, well, the set will be rotating in a few months, but if you think about the fact that Uro was the main draw, apart from maybe the Pokemon lands, if some people like those, then sure, those might be a little bit of a draw for you. But Uro was the main attraction of that set. And now that Uro is banned, yes, you can still technically play Uro in other formats, sure, and maybe that will sell some boxes in the long term, but in the short term right now, until this thing is out, until the boxes are out of print, it's not really going to be sold a lot. There's going to be very hard for Wizards of the Coast and local game stores to actually be able to push this product onto people. And that also brings in the fact that the collector booster boxes as well, they're always discounted. Everywhere I go, all the local game stores, it's not only the cheapest, but it'll always be on discount. Here in Canada, $249.99 is usually the price that I'll see for Theros Beyond Death collector booster boxes, which would translate to like 175 American. So yeah, it's pretty cheap here, and you could still pull an Uro extended border foil. That'd be worth actually quite a lot. But again, are you really gonna be opening, collector booster boxes for Theros Beyond Death and the regular draft boosters, especially if Uro's banned? Probably not. So it's just a recurring theme I've noticed that Wizards of the Coast does, and I don't know if you guys feel that way as well. Let me know in the comments, and I'll be sure to read them, and I'll see you again in the next one.